Hey there! Welcome to a new vlog. Mainly, I wanted to do this video because there's a few things I want to talk about. I wanted to talk about some of the Super Bowl TV spots that I saw. I also wanted to talk about the trailer for Aftermath, which is the new Arnold Schwarzenegger film. And I also wanted to talk about what's coming up next for this channel, as well as let you guys in on some new channels that I actually created. And so, yeah, let's get started with the vlog, shall we? Now, first off, I want to talk about the big game Super Bowl TV spots. I didn't watch the Super Bowl because I boycotted the NFL because I personally think the officiating is so far beyond bad and inconsistent that something needs to be done about it. So I decided I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, pretty much, or I'm going to end up actually doing something about it. And the only thing I could think of doing is boycotting the entire rest of the playoffs, and I did that. Yes, I know some people might say, "Oh, well, you're just being a bitch because your team lost." Yeah, yeah, the Cowboys did lose, but to be honest, it's a pretty big problem that spreads throughout the entire NFL, and I might do a mini rant about it because I'm pretty damn passionate about uh, the NFL and its officiating so far. I mean, you have part-time officials. Some of they don't have any stakes. They don't have to worry about losing their only source of income because you got lawyers who are also officiating games as a second job on the side. You have just all these other problems, which I don't want this video to be about that, so I'll talk about that in some other video later down the road. Now, but I did hear about it. Man, I would hate to be a Falcons fan because that is an epic collapse. How the hell do you lose the Super Bowl up 25 in the third quarter? How do you lose that game? How? Oh, I know how. Don't run the ball on the 25-yard line. Pass. Get sacked. And then have a penalty that sends you out of field goal range. That's how. Bad play calling, which also played into why Dallas lost as well. Run the ball. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. But I did watch the Super Bowl TV spots because they're on YouTube. Now, I want to give my thoughts on the ones that I liked. The other ones I saw, I don't give a shit about, like Life. I think that movie's going to bomb. I really do. A Cure for Wellness. The movie looks interesting, but why did the studio spend Super Bowl money on advertising for that movie of all things? It's not going to do that well. That's probably going to maybe make a slight profit. That was not a good idea on their part. Baywatch, which I don't fucking care. Boob Watch, who gives a fuck? Wannabe 21 Jump Street. Fist Fight, which is 3 O'Clock High. I saw a new Red Band trailer for that movie, and there is a line of dialogue where Ice Cube says to Charlie Day, "Meet me at 3 o'clock." I'm like, this isn't even a subtle ripoff of 3 O'Clock High anymore. It's blatant. And before anybody says, "Oh, the people," "Oh, well, it's a remake," it's not. There's no reference to 3 O'Clock High in the credits for this film. There's no reference whatsoever. It's not referenced at all. So either the people who wrote this script have never seen the film, or they did and just decided to basically rip it off. Whatever, regardless, I'd rather rip my dick off than watch Fist Fight because it looks pretty fucking bad. And I like Charlie Day, so that's disappointing. Now, there were some trailers, though, that I really did like. The first one that I loved was the Guardians of the Galaxy TV spot, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I love the use of Fleetwood Mac's song, The Chain. That movie is rising pretty quickly to the top of my most anticipated films of 2017 list. I mean, because I loved Guardians of the Galaxy, and this looks like a lot of fun. So I'm really looking forward to the sequel. My second favorite TV spot was surprisingly The Fate of the Furious. That looks like a blast. Look at all the action, the stuff on the ice, the practical stunts. It's like, wow, where was this in the last movie? Because as far as they went, it's like, oh, we're going to drive a car through 3 buildings. And I was like, that's a bit too far into the realm of ridiculous for my taste. And also, it really wasn't that great of a scene. Now, and it was disappointing. You know, the fight with Statham and Vin Diesel was lame. But now they get to team up, and this looks good. I gotta be honest. I mean, even the evil Dom thing doesn't bother me. I'm actually looking forward to the Fate of the Furious. I never thought I'd say that, but I am. And I know the guy that just ended after the last one because Paul Walker passed away, and may he rest in peace. But this looks like a blast. Looks like my kind of movie. My third favorite TV spot was a surprising one. The new Pirates of the Caribbean, Pirates 5. I was not expecting the TV spot to be that good. I love the use of the Johnny Cash song, and I like how dark it is. And yeah, I was absolutely shocked. That was a great teaser. That was a great spot for Pirates 5 of all things. It actually made me curious about Pirates 5. My fourth favorite would be the TV spot for Logan, which is also one of my most anticipated films of the year. I can't wait to see that movie. I love my favorite trailer so far is probably the first teaser with the Johnny Cash song. But I would probably say my second favorite would probably be, you know, the other trailer that they did. And this is probably my third favorite because I wasn't really a fan of the Amazing Grace cover they used here. It was okay, but I wasn't really a big fan of it. But I still like the TV spot. It's a good TV spot. It gets me pumped for the film. And my fifth favorite TV spot from the Super Bowl would be John Wick Chapter 2, which I will be seeing this weekend. I will be seeing either on Friday on matinee or sometime on Saturday. I'm thinking Friday, and there will be a review, so expect that. It's happening. That's my first film that I'm going to see in the theater for 2017. Before then, you might see some reviews of Doctor Strange and Civil War and a few other 2016 films like War Dogs. I saw that and I really enjoyed that actually, and I want to review that for you guys and gals. Also, I do have definitely have more Peter Weller reviews, and I do want to get on some fantasy films this February. So we're going to see what happens. Also, I know there's been a few people who have said they're interested in a best and worst of 2016 on my Facebook, but I want to leave it to you guys. Do you want to see a best and worst video for the films of 2016? I know it's late. It'll be way late. It might not even happen in February. It might happen in March because I still have a lot of 2016 films to catch up on. But once I do, if that's something you guys and gals are interested in, please let me know. Please let me know because I will gladly do it. I'll absolutely be glad to do that. But anyway, the TV spots, there's some pretty good trailers for the Super Bowl. Some of them, who cares? Transformers last night, no, don't care. Shut off the lights, not my thing. But yeah, and speaking of trailers, Aftermath. Aftermath is a new drama that stars Arnold Schwarzenegger and Scoot McNairy. And it's loosely based on a true story about this. There's an accident that happens where a flight controller, he messes up and causes two planes to collide with each other, and there's massive casualties. And the drama is all about Arnold Schwarzenegger plays a father. He plays a father who lost his daughter and a husband who lost his wife in the accident. And he wants to confront the guy who caused it firsthand and get him to apologize to him. It actually looks interesting. It looks like Arnold might be delivering his best acting performance of his career to date. So yeah, I mean, just to see Arnold be in a more dramatic role, I am definitely interested in the film, in Aftermath. Now, in other news, Scream Factory is going to be releasing they announced some of their new release titles, and once again, it makes me shake my head. I understand they asked the fans, okay, hey, we still have existing rights to these certain films. Do you want us to release them? And some people said yes. So that's why we're getting releases of Alienator of all fucking things. Yeah. Alienator on Blu-ray. I still stand by what I said before about Scream Factory. Yes, they have RoboCop 2 and 3, and I did pre-order RoboCop 2 because it has a good amount of features on it, which I'm absolutely ecstatic about. Now, it's not like a full feature-length documentary. It's kind of disappointing in that regard, but there are a decent amount of features on there. There's almost an hour worth of archival featurettes and stuff, which I'm really curious about seeing. And there's also, they kind of mentioned something about deleted scenes. I hope so. I hope, fingers crossed. Yeah. And so definitely looking forward to that. And in fact, I'm going to announce this right now. Uh, I still am going to do the RoboCop commentaries. Commentary for the solo commentary for the first film and a solo commentary for the sequel. But what I want to do is I want to wait till, and I'm going to do a video defending RoboCop 2. But what I want to do is I want to wait till July, the release date of RoboCop, to do the commentary because it's a great way to celebrate the film's 30th anniversary. Also, I want to wait till March when I get the RoboCop 2 Blu-ray from Screen Factory or Shout Factory, so then I can review the Blu-ray and then also do a defending the film video and then do a solo commentary. So, trust me, I will be doing those. I just want to push them off a little bit so it's kind of more, it's just that way things kind of blend a little bit better and works on my schedule a little bit more. So I will definitely be doing that. Absolutely 100%. Now with the Peter Weller Marathon, and since I'm kind of starting to run a little bit out of time, I'm not going to like stop. I'm going to keep on going. But what I'm going to do is I'm not going to review films that I've already reviewed like 2 times. I'm not going to do that. So I've done a review of Leviathan already a while back. I think it's a good review. I will put it in a playlist, in the Peter Weller review playlist. And if you want to hear my thoughts on Leviathan, go ahead and check that out. Maybe someday down the road, I'll do a fan commentary of Leviathan, so that maybe you can see something like that. Maybe I'll bring on my good friend Matt, because I think that'd be a fun commentary to do. But I don't know if he's done one of those already with Efrey or not. He might have already, so, you know, whatever. So whatever might happen, might happen. Might just be me, just going solo. But, yeah, I want to focus on some of the Peter Weller films that I haven't reviewed yet and haven't seen, like Cat Chaser, Naked Lunch, and so on. So those are going to be kind of the next reviews. But honestly, the next review is going to be Harley Davidson The Marlboro Man. Saw that recently, had some fun with it. I wanted to review that because I've honestly wanted to review that for a while now. I just never got around to doing it. So I'm going to review that. And then I'm going to do a couple Marvel films. I'm going to do Civil War and Doctor Strange. And then there's a few other 2016 films I'm record reviews for. And then like post later. And also I'm going to be doing, I already recorded part 1 of my VHS collection. I already recorded it. It's already edited and everything. I just need to record part 2. And when I do that, I will post them both. The first part is about over an hour or so, and then the second part hopefully will be a bit shorter because I won't have as many tapes to show as I did in part 1. Now, so that's definitely coming on the horizon. A new DVD update is coming on the horizon because I went to this place that's going out of business called Videorama, and around my way, my cousin, he gave me a ride in his BMW. It's the nicest car I've ever been in. It is amazing. That kid is so, and he's so blessed. That's all I gotta say. He's got a great job. He's got a great car. So I can't help but be a little bit jealous. I gotta be honest. But you know, I'm happy for him. I really am. So, but he took me to this place, and I got like over 70 DVDs for $10. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right? It's an absolutely epic haul that'll be in its own video coming soon. Now, going back to the Screen Factory thing, because I know I'm jumping all over the place, but that's kind of how vlogs are with me, if you've seen some of my vlogs. So, now, with Screen Factory, they're releasing, you got Alienator, Windows, that they announced that recently. I'm like, this is just disappointing. Come on now. I mean, I'd rather you not waste a Blu-ray and waste money on releases like this, because I think it's honestly going to be detrimental to the company in the future. This is what Anchor Bay did. And then they ran out of titles to release, and then they went under. Or actually, they got bought out by Stars. I don't want that to happen to Scream Factory. So, regardless of whether or not, some people might buy an Alienator Blu-ray, those people are very few and far between, and you're going to be stuck with a lot of Alienator Blu-rays that aren't selling. Or Windows Blu-rays. It's just... Then they announced Species. I'm like, really? Species? That already has a really good DVD and a Blu-ray from MGM. I mean, I don't know what else you're going to do in terms of features. The Psycho remake and all of that. Disappointing. Tales from the Hood is nice. Firestarter, okay. RoboCop 2 and 3. 3, but I still might get that down the road for the features. But, yeah, I mean, it's a mixed bag with Scream Factory at the moment. And last but not least, I want to tell you guys about my new channels. First off, I want to let you guys in on, for those of you who enjoy the Uncovering Unexplained or Uncovering Unsolved Mysteries episodes of podcasts that I posted on my channel. It's no longer Uncovering Unsolved Mysteries because of a lawsuit and all that, whatever. It's not really a lawsuit, it's cease and desist, and it's a whole other story. So it's Uncovering Unexplained Mysteries. And Josh and I actually have our own channel now. So I'm going to put a link in the video description down below, and maybe put like one up here somewhere, so you guys can subscribe to the channel. So if you want to see more, if you enjoyed seeing the Uncovering Unexplained or Uncovering Unsolved Mysteries podcast on my channel, go check it. Just subscribe to that channel, and I will be posting the podcasts on there. I have 6 of them already up there. I'm going to be posting more. Josh and I have done over 30, so I'm going to try to get as many of them up as possible, as soon as possible, but I've been kind of busy with my schedule and all different kinds of stuff. So yeah, please subscribe to that channel if you liked what you heard when I was posting episodes of the podcast on this channel. I can't post any. I could post more, but I don't want to, because I want it to be its own thing. Also, the other episodes are gone because of the photo and the image and all of that and so on. So and I've explained that before, but for those of you who might not have remembered, there you go. And we have a YouTube channel, so check it out. I also created 2 separate YouTube channels for two separate things. I want to do more video game videos, like playthroughs of NES and or first time playthroughs of, not really playthroughs, but like just playing around, just dick around with old NES and SNES games. And I want to do that on a separate channel, and maybe start the First Play series up again from scratch, but do it on that channel. And that channel is, I believe it's OCP Gaming. So I have a link down in the video description down below and a link up here. Check it out. Subscribe. I don't have anything on there right now because I'm still trying to catch up on my schedule with my movie reviews for this channel. I got a long list, and I'm trying to get caught up, and stuff just keeps getting in the way. So, but when I have more time, when I'm finally caught up, I will do more. I will start doing some gameplay videos and stuff on that channel. I also have another channel called the OcpMusic TV. And it's where I will be reviewing music albums, soundtracks, and music-related stuff. Because I'm a huge music buff as well. I mean, I was in choir for over a decade. I was voted the best tenor in my choir my junior year. I have a musical ear. I really like listening to music, and I think it would be a fun thing to do, to review old, movie soundtracks and so on. I will be reviewing the RoboCop scores and soundtracks, like RoboCop the series. And it's a nice way to expand my horizons and try something different. And eventually I will be doing album reviews or discography reviews of some of my favorite bands, like Scorpions, Dokken, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Styx, stuff like that will be on that channel. So if that sounds interesting to you, please subscribe to that channel. I posted my first ever album review on there of Atlas by FM84. It's a pretty rough review. but it's my first foray into that territory. I mean, I'm not familiar with reviewing music albums, so the more I do, the better I will get at it. Just like I've done with reviewing movies. So yeah, that's pretty much all I really wanted to do with this vlog, is give you guys a little update, give you guys my thoughts on some trailers, talk about a little bit about some Scream Factory announcements, and give you guys a heads up on some new channels that I have up. So anyway, stay tuned. I got a review of Harley Davidson, the Marlboro Man, rolling your way pretty soon, probably later tonight. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. See ya. Oh, and I forgot to mention one last thing. Um, since I'm about 40 subs away from an unbelievable milestone for my channel, 10,000 subs, I never thought in a million years I would ever be in front of or making a channel that is going to have that many subs. So what I wanted to do was something special, something I've never done before. So what I'm doing is the first ever Q&A for this channel when I hit 10,000 subs. So when I hit 10,000 subs, I will be doing a Q&A. So please feel free to send me a personal message through YouTube or leave some comments on this video down below with some questions that you would like me to answer for the first ever Q&A. Anyway, yeah, thanks again. I just had to definitely mention that. So, yeah, hopefully, I'm really looking forward to that because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And, yeah, so please send your questions.